Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to introduce you to a special guest in my little studio here. Her name is Lynda, and she goes to my church and was gracious enough to agree to come in here and let me put some makeup on her face. I know many of you are older than I am. Now I am in my 40s and many of you say, well, yeah, but that's still young. How do these tips and techniques work on somebody over 50 or over 60 or over 70? Well, today we're gonna find out. Lynda is over 70. You'll find out exactly how old she is in a few moments, but I'm going to be trying out some of my tips and techniques that I use for those of you especially with hooded eyes. She struggles with that, and so we're going to see exactly how these tips work out for her. And then she is somebody who generally uses mostly drugstore affordable makeup, and so we're going to use many of her products, but we're also going to sprinkle in just a few higher end products that she was interested in testing out with her more mature skin and just kind of seeing if they're that much better than what she currently uses. So stay tuned to the end. She will also share her skincare regime with you all. And spoiler alert, it's all very affordable products. So without further ado, let's go ahead and meet Lynda and jump into this makeup tutorial. Okay, since we're doing mostly drugstore, we're gonna start with a drugstore eyeshadow primer, and this is Milani. And all of you know I love this. Now, Lynda normally does not use an eyeshadow primer, so we'll see if she sees a difference in how her eyeshadow lasts throughout the day. We are going to, she has never used the It Cosmetics CC cream, so I have it in medium. She normally uses the Maybelline BB cream and find that works well, but today we'll sample this for her. I think I'm going to go in with the Real Techniques. This is the buffing brush, and we're not going to, we won't use too much of this, but we're going to just blend this in. Yeah, I think that color will be, this is the shade medium, which they say is the most popular shade. Oh, it's really important. Blend down the neck here. Now, before we go onto eyes, we're going to give you some brows, so you can tell you can tell the story of what happened in your younger years.
I had a friend stop by and announced very early in the morning, and as soon as I opened the door, all she said was, "You don't have any eyebrows."
That's awesome. I know we all get used to seeing each other fully with our eyebrows filled on. It's amazing what eyebrows do.
That's the only brush I own.
Is it?
It's an eyebrow brush.
There you go. See, important things. Yeah. Now Lynda's feeling a little more like herself, right?
Brows.
Yay! All right, so we are going to go mostly drugstore with the rest of everything, and I forgot to mention these are Maybelline. What are these even called? Expert Wear. We used a combination of blonde and soft brown, right? Yeah, okay. So we are going to go into this palette. This is by Makeup Revolution. And for all of you ladies out there that don't like a lot of shimmer, as Lynda and I were talking, this is all matte and much more cool leaning tones. So what I like to do first is just go right along the brow bone. And I'm going to be using mostly Real Techniques brushes today. So I'm going to use this one, which is the shading brush. We're going to go in with just a little bit of this cream shade mixed with this pink shade. Lynda's got some pink undertones to her skin, so we don't want to go too yellow. And I like to do this just to help set the primer, the eyeshadow primer, just to take away any tackiness. But I don't set the whole lid because I think you need a little bit of that primer lower on the lid, the tackiness kind of helps grab the eyeshadow a little bit. So just do this through the crease. Now we're going to create a faux crease for Lynda today. So for those of you who struggle with hooded eyes, this day is going to be for you. So we're going to start off, I think we'll start first with this more neutral shade right here. And I'm going to use first this Real Techniques. This is the base shadow brush. So we're just going to find her crease. So we're going to actually create a crease right here above the socket of the eye. So if you don't know where to create it, just press your brush right above the eyeball. And we're going to go right there. And you want this first shade, your guide shade, to be still pretty light, but just to give you a little bit of an idea of where we're going to go. Then we'll gradually darken it up. If you go in straight away with a real dark color, it can make blending really difficult. Okay, then we're going to deepen it a little bit. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, kind of more of a kind of pretty. That was one of the first shades that Lynda said, ooh, I like that shade. We're going to go right kind of where we just were, and then we're going to take this just slightly lower, and we're going to focus most of the product here on the outer corner, and then blend it through the crease. And you don't want to scrub it into your eyes, so you want to hold the brush more at the end of the brush and let the brush do the work for you. And we are going to this outside edge. We don't want to pull it all the way down. We're going to go up towards the brow right here, and that's where we're going to stop with the color. So Lynda and I were talking about eye lifts earlier, and we're going to give her a fake eye lift. We're going to fake it today.
Right.
Now, Lynda, do you tell people your age?
Sure.
All right.
I'm 72.
Oh, doesn't
Almost
she look
73.
fabulous? Yay! Yeah, Linda's a young one. She and her husband have been at our church for just about a year, right?
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Easter.
Yep, Easter. That's right. So now we're going to deepen just this outer part right here. I'm going to go first in with this smaller Real Techniques. This is the, what is it, Instapop crease brush. So we're just going to place some little bit darker shadow right here, and we're just going to go right below that last shade we were using, which is this one. So this is very similar to Lynda uses some Revlon shadows, so we'll bring that in as well, but we're just going to build kind of our base with some matte shades here. And we're angling this up towards the brow here on the outer corner. And you can lift your brow just slightly, don't tug, but just, Lynda can attest, we're just lightly, just a nice little lift there. Help you get the shadow where it needs to go. Okay, and then after we have that down, you want to open your eyes and you want to look straight ahead, and you want to blend that outer corner up towards the brow. And we want to be able to see that color above the hood. So we're faking that we have this shadow right here. So that's what we're going to do, but you want to make sure everything's really blended. All right, and then on the lid, let's see here, let's do this. She has this Revlon Colorstay, what is it, 12-hour eyeshadow in the buff is what she has. And she loves this shade on the lid, which it looks like it has just a hint of a pearl finish, but it's not shimmery. bright, not metallic.
Right.
That's what we want. So I'm going to go in. This is the Instapop. This is just a slightly larger brush. Now, are you an early morning woman?
Yes.
You are. I'm so envious. I have never been. I'm a night owl, so that's the problem. Can't stay up as
You
my
can't do both.
No, my dad used to say you can't stay up with the owls and rise with the chickens.
No.
That's true.
I was a farmer's daughter.
Oh, well,
had
there
to
you
be a
go.
morning
You
person.
have to be up. Now, what did you raise?
He was a dairy farmer.
There. Oh boy. And did you help with milking?
Yes.
You did.
When I was 12 years old, I could milk 100 cows all by myself.
Oh my goodness.
Of course,
That
he
is
had
amazing.
a grade A automated system.
Oh, he did.
Or it
Okay.
was piped into a bulk tank.
Okay.
So it wasn't a lot of physical
Not
stuff.
hand,
You
but
just
still, yeah, you gotta.
needed to know how to set everything up.
Right. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Well, that will definitely make you a morning person. Let's see. We're going to go in with this Maybelline Unstoppable Eyeliner in Espresso. This is one that she loves to use. So, and we're just going to go right into the roots of the lashes. Look down. And we're not going to give her too thick of a line, but we just want to make the lashes look dark. And make the lashes look thicker. That's what I mean. So. Now, was it pretty much all of your growing up years on the farm until you got married?
Till I was 13.
Okay.
And then I moved to San Diego.
Oh.
Talk about culture shock.
No kidding. Oh my goodness.
Very rural Scandinavian community in northern Minnesota.
Wow. That is, I mean, everything. Climate, just
Everything.
people, your surroundings, everything. Oh my goodness.
Well, my mom and dad met during the war.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And my dad was a Minnesota farmer, and she was a gal from San Diego.
Oh, that's how. Okay.
And my dad always said, you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy.
Aww.
So when he was winning, we lived in Minnesota. And when my mom was winning, we lived in San Diego.
Although I bet he, now, after a while, what did he do when you guys moved to San Diego?
He
still farm?
started a trenching and backhoe business.
Oh, so very different. Oh my
Very
goodness.
different, yeah. Well, he still ran a tractor.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Now, did he enjoy, I'm going to go back with this deeper color, and this is the Morphe E17.
Okay.
Did he enjoy it, or did he miss the farm?
Oh, he missed the farm.
Aw, poor guy.
And when I got married, my mom surrendered once and for all.
Oh, really? And he went back, huh?
He farmed until he passed away.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Now, did they go back to Minnesota, or did he farm
yes.
here in California?
He never let go of the farm he bought after the war. And
Okay.
he would rent it out while we were gone.
He was always hopeful, huh? That one day he would return, huh? I bet your mom was not real thrilled with that turn of events, huh?
Well, she kind of accepted it. And she was amazing. She learned how to make all the Scandinavian dishes. So
Oh, yes.
she was a very good cook.
Now, she passed that on to you. Lynda also is a very good cook and baker. I've sampled her baked goods. She is fabulous. Now, did you carry on the Scandinavian traditions?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, every Christmas I make lefse.
Lefse. And what is lefse? I don't know what that is.
It's like a large flour tortilla made on a griddle.
Okay.
And the base is mashed potatoes. So it's
Oh, all right.
tender.
Very cool.
And
All right.
put lots of real butter and
Yay for
sugar
butter.
on it and roll it up.
Yum. Oh, wow. And when you say butter and sugar, you got me there. Look up top. Look up. I'm just going to go right here. Just a little bit. Yeah, butter and sugar. Man, and then potatoes and fried. Is it fried or
no,
is
it's not fried.
It's not
It's on a dry griddle.
Oh, dry. Okay. Oh, very cool. Huh. Let's see. I have never.
It looks like a tortilla, only thinner
Okay. Is that?
and much bigger.
Is it pretty time consuming or not?
Yeah, it takes the better part of a day.
That's why it's a special event. Yeah. I bet your kids appreciate that though.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
up for me.
They've all tried to learn to make it, but
Oh, really? And none of them are as good
well,
as
they're
you?
coming along, but nobody makes it like Mom.
Of course. That's traditionally how it is. Obviously, though, you did. You made it like his mom, huh? In order to pass mustard. That's good. Just use this little Luxie brush, and I'm just going to go in with just a tiny little bit of this shade, the lower lash line, just to give you a little bit of definition. Look up. Well, Lynda was also a pastor's wife, and not only did she spend a great deal of time in Southern California, San Diego area, but Hawaii.
Yes, it was tough duty, but somebody had to do it.
Right. Somebody had to sacrifice and go to the islands and minister over there, huh?
It was ironic because the first time I visited, I got up that morning and I said, I could live here.
Oh, wow.
But it was a pipe dream. I never dreamed in
Never
my
thought
fondest memories
that you would
I would
live.
ever.
Wow. And lo and behold, in how many years? I forget. 12?
10 years.
10. Okay. Let's see. So you what do you
I
like?
use the waterproof on my lower lids.
Okay.
And my
And then
the
regular
on
on,
the other.
let's see, which one is this?
Because my eyes tend to water.
Okay.
So this is the upper lids and this is the
Oh,
lower.
see, that's very smart. So she's labeled, she put a little fingernail polish. Is that fingernail polish
that
on
way
one
I
end?
can-
So this one you said is the regular
for the
upper,
lower.
for the lower. Okay, so the waterproof for the
waterproof.
lower and then the regular for the upper. Okay. I have a lot of people who actually, they like to use waterproof on both, and it's so hard to get off sometimes. Oh,
That's why I do that.
you just do the lower. So that's smart. That's a good little tip. And this is the Maybelline Colossal. So okay, so before we add concealer, I've just taken this Q-tip. Now, I didn't really have much fallout, but if you have fallout, I don't know if you have to clean up under your eye after you do your eyeshadow normally, but definitely do that. And now, Lynda doesn't have super dark circles, but we're going to take a little bit of this. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealing Pot. So you all know I love the Bye Bye Under Eye concealer, and this, they have a couple of different versions. So this is the concealing pot. So we don't want to go too light. Let's just see what this shade, this would be the medium shade. And it looks like it's going to be really stiff, but it's a very, very emollient formula. And I am just going to put a little bit of this on my finger here. Warm it up and look up. And we'll just see how this color, yeah, I don't think you'd want to go any lighter. We're just going to take this into the inner corner just to help brighten. And you do want to make sure you don't apply too much concealer, as that can emphasize lines and do the opposite of what we're trying to do, right? And the warmth of your finger, I think the Allure Beauty says the best way to apply concealer is with your finger. So we have all gotten used to all these brushes and sponges, and lo and behold, our fingers do the best job. And you want to just pat it in with your ring finger being the weakest finger. You learned that, right? Along the way.
Don't always do it.
I know, because it's not the quickest, right? It's a little slow and kind of uncoordinated. So I'm just gonna tap that into the foundation with our foundation brush, or our CC cream, I should say. We're gonna do a little cream blush on her. Now this is one that I've used before. This is ColourPop and Cruel Intentions, but we're gonna use something that is also great. This is by Becca, and this is their Beach Tint. This is the shade Guava. And these are actually water resistant, so they're meant to be, you know, beach, like you can throw it on your cheeks and go to the beach and look like you're fresh and glowing. And smells kind of like fruity, little bit of a fruity scent.
Like guava.
Like guava, exactly. That's right. They have another one that's in a pot that smells like watermelon, and it's a really nice one. And these are real forgiving. What I love about these truly do apply great with your fingers. And I think on mature skin, it just really adds a nice, healthy glow to the cheeks. And I'm just keeping this high. Now, Lynda has a nice, slender face, so we're going to give her nice color on the apples of her cheeks. Make her look nice and fresh, glowing. And then if you ever feel like you got too carried away, you can take your foundation brush or your sponge, or just take a little bit of your BB cream and tap over it, but I think we did pretty good. So, all right, we're going to finish up your lower lashes. So we're going to use the pink ended one, which is waterproof. I just love that. Use this on her lower lashes, and then we'll do a little highlighter and some lips. All right, so we're gonna do just a tiny little bit of glow. And this is L'Oreal Visible Lift Luminous, what is it called? Luminous Serum Tint. And this is in the shade Rose. And this is not glittery, it's not heavy. It's been deemed a dupe for the very expensive Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. And so I don't know about that because I haven't tried that one, but I have tried this and it is really nice. And it's just going to add a nice little bit of glow, but there's no shimmer, so it's not going to accentuate any lines or anything. We're going to show her our little trick of kind of keeping our lipstick in place and also helping you cheat your lip line just a little bit beyond. So I'm going to use, this is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So this is more of the pink toned one. It's almost like a primer. It is like a primer for your eyes, but also kind of like a primer for the edge of the lips. So it's not going to disguise lines, but it's going to keep everything in place. So I'm just going to go right along the edge of the lip line here. Okay, we're going to take a little tiny bit of her powder, and we're just going to kind of press this right along the edge. And now for lip liner, we're going to use the NYX lip liner. This is one of their matte shades, and it is called Toulouse, I think, Toulouse. I don't know. I'll put it in the description box. All right, and yep, you want to just slightly smile. And we're going to start on the outer edge and come down, and we are going to cheat her lip line just a little bit here. We are testing out this new Bite lipstick on her. It's called the Crystal Cream Shimmer Lip Crayon, and this is in the shade Mauve Marzipan. So this is a really, let's see, where don't I have any swatches? It has a subtle little bit of some metallic in there, which Lynda said she is a-okay with, a little bit of pearl. But the main thing is we want to try something that's a little bit moisturizing but also has good stay power. So we're going to try this and see what Lynda thinks of the Bite I love they're called Amuse Bouche lipsticks, is their main lipstick line in the traditional kind of bullet form. How does that formula feel on the lips?
It feels moist.
Does it feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Feels nice and moisturizing. And what I like about a lip crayon is if you need to touch up through the day, usually you can do it without a lip liner because you can kind of use this to shape your lips and everything. Okay, so I'm going to have you just blot a little bit. There you go. Good job. She's a pro. All right, and then we're going to go back and we'll just cheat her lip down just a little more. Okay, good job there. Okay, and then now this is if you want your lipstick to really stay on well, we'll go back and we'll add just a little bit more, and then we will go over it with a little bit of powder. Okay, and so we're just going to place this over the lips, and this is supposed to work. Kind of taps it down. So you can see it takes off a little of the excess, but adds a little powder without changing the consistency. So does it still feel emollient and kind of pretty good on your lips?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so here's our finished look of Miss Lynda. By keeping that eyeshadow soft, but just adding that little bit of a shadow there, I think it makes the hood look less prominent. So kind of gives you a little more definition to the eyes and the lips. How are those feeling so far?
So far,
So
okay.
far, so good. We'll see how long it lasts. Many of you, I'm sure, want to know what Miss Lynda uses on her face. So she was kind enough to bring all of her goodies. You will love seeing a bunch of drugstore, low-cost face stuff. So this just shows you don't have to use really expensive stuff to have great-looking skin. So she just uses the Dove, and you use just the gentle exfoliating. So as we know, Dove is a really good soap. I know a lot of people, non-soap, as I told her, it's a moisturizer, right? And then, let's see here, for makeup remover, she uses the Neutrogena Eye Makeup Remover Lotion, hydrating. Now, do you use this all over your face?
No.
Just on your eyes?
To get the mascara off.
And you feel like it works well. And you wear waterproof on the lower lash line, and you feel like this takes it off well. Good. All right, and then for day cream, she uses the Olay Total Effects 7-in-1 Anti-Aging Moisturizer with sunscreen. That's good. We were talking about how important it is to use sunscreen every day, especially as we age, right? Helps slow down the process. I know. And then at nighttime, she uses the Olay Regenerist Micro Sculpting Cream. And you really like how this sits on your skin through the night. Feels really moisturizing. Very good. And do you use any masks? Do you do exfoliating? Do you do anything like that?
Once in a great while, I do a homemade exfoliating.
And what do you use?
Baking powder and sugar
and
lemon
juice. Yay! We are proponents of all that. I do have a video I did a while back on exfoliators, and baking soda was a huge surprise to me, just even that by itself. But the lemon juice is so good with sugar. Do you use a large sugar or just a normal?
Just regular out of the cupboard.
Yeah, it's not too harsh on the skin. So see, there you go. Again, you don't have to spend lots of money to have great looking skin. So yay.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you for coming, Lynda. I appreciate you coming on here. It was
I
great.
appreciate you
Being such a good sport. It was fun. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.